Welcome back. YCN Sports Talk. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. One final segment. We go to the board. We're going to preview the AFC East and the NFC East this week. So we'll start with the AFC East. And Andrew, I'm guessing our number 1 and 4 teams, we already know that, but we'll go ahead and start with number 4.
Yeah, definitely going to be the same. But fourth, going with the Jets. I mean, it's an easy pick. You know, they didn't do a ton this season.
Right.
They kind of shipped a ton of their good players off the team. A lot of experts think they're going to be the worst team in all of football.
Right.
So it's an easy choice for number 4 in the AFC East.
And the Jets do play the Browns this year, so somebody's going to get a win out of that game. Well, actually, maybe not. Maybe it'll be a tie. I guess you never know. But I'm going to take the Jets as well as my number 4 pick.
Gotcha.
They're just looking for a number 1 draft pick next
Right.
year. Who you got number 3?
So it's tough to decide between these two teams. I think they're pretty similar. But with the third pick, I'm going with the Dolphins. I think Tannehill, is a good quarterback, and he's coming off of that ACL tear.
Right.
He's pretty good. I think, was he an all-star?
He made the Pro Bowl and obviously didn't play.
Right. He's a good quarterback, doesn't have a ton of supporting cast around him, so they're my third pick.
All right, my number 3 pick is the Buffalo Bills. I just think they're a little bit away, but they've got some pieces. They got a new coach. So the second year, they're trying to move things along, and I take the Bills. Who do you have number 2? I'm guessing I know who you know.
So number 2 is the Bills. I think Tyrod Taylor, I think he's getting better. I think he's going to be pretty good for them this year. And I know they still have Shady McCoy.
Right.
LaShawn McCoy is a great running back. So they're going to have a good offense, but I don't think they're going to be great. Definitely not near close to our number 1 picks.
Well, exactly. My number 2 pick, obviously, the Dolphins. And I do think that Tannehill will come back okay. They might not have as great of a year last year, but just be a little bit above the Bills. Definitely below the number 1 team. And you got number 1. We all know that.
Number 1, so not just the AFC East, but all of football. I think Patriots are definitely easy the top choice. I mean, just all around, like we talked before, they're just a great team. They don't really have any flaws. I mean, there's not enough I can say about them.
Right. No, I'm going to go with my number 1 pick as well, the Patriots. They have a couple tough games. They play Oakland, down in Mexico City. They play out in Denver, and then they play Pittsburgh. Those are their 3 games that could trip them up. But either way, they're winning the number 1 seed in the AFC. It's kind of a formality. I know everybody who hates the Patriots gets sick of us saying that, but whatever. We're going to go over now to the NFC, and we'll start with the NFC East, the number 4 team for you.
So 4th pick, I got the Redskins. I think Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback, and he stayed with them with the franchise tag. So I think he's a good quarterback, but their defense, I think, will struggle this year. I think this is an easy 4th pick. Definitely.
All right, number 4 for me are the Philadelphia Eagles, and I just don't know if Carson Wentz is there yet, but I think they have a decent season to build on. So I'm going to go with number 4. The Philadelphia Eagles.
Yep, my 3rd pick, I'm also going to go with the Eagles. I think just what you said, Carson Wentz, I think he's pretty good, but I don't think he's going to be there quite yet. They did get some supporting pieces, Alshon Jeffrey, and they got Blunt, of course.
Yep.
I think they're going to be slightly underrated, but I don't think they're going to be better than the Cowboys or Giants.
Right. Those 2 teams are clearly the best 2 teams. Our 3 and 4 are switched. I have the Redskins. I think Kirk Cousins is an underrated quarterback. He'll come back and he'll be fighting for a contract because this franchise 1-year tag. He'll be looking to have a good season. So who you got number 2, Cowboys or Giants?
So I'm going with the Giants. I mean, I think they're a good team. Eli Manning will be back, and of course, their defense is very solid, and they got Brandon Marshall to add to Odell Beckham Jr. I think their offense will be very good. And like I just said, the defense is going to be solid. So I think they're going to be a good team. I don't know if they can beat the Cowboys, but they're definitely good number 2.
Yeah, I have them as number 2 as well. Last year, I thought they might be able to win the division. Cowboys played unbelievable. I think the Cowboys will take a little bit of a step back, but it won't be enough, where the Giants will overtake them. So obviously, we both have the same number 1 pick.
Yep. So Cowboys, Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, Dez Bryant. I mean, it's a great team. I think they're definitely going to win the NFC East, and I think, at least in my opinion, they're one of the favorites in the NFC to meet the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
That's true, and according to Vegas, they are the exact favorites, I believe, in the NFC, but it's with the Packers and even the Seahawks. So the Cowboys are my number 1 pick as well. They'll easily, won't easily, but they'll win the division. And you're right, I think they'll challenge. And the way Prescott and Elliott, the offensive line, they got a really good team.
They do,
it could be a good team for years to come. Next week, we'll go into a couple more divisions. Each week, we'll preview 2 divisions up to the start of the NFL season. Don't forget, YCN Sports Talk premieres every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Thanks for watching.